Hello. So I didn't really know what to do for today's video. Because usually I post about Gage 1 Prop Replicas, so I haven't really got anything to talk. Haven't got anything to talk about when it comes to them right now. And I thought to myself, no. So I thought I'd just have a look at this layout I made. I found the baseboard for it ages ago. It was made like this. I think it was probably for some sort of wooden toy train thing or whatever. Yeah, now I'm making an actual sort of proper double gauge layout. Basically, this is a name for it. It comes from this is lore about myself. This is part of my childhood. This Isle of Hornby, which basically when we were younger and we had a train set, we made up this thing called Hornby Land. Taking a bit of inspiration from Sodor, basically, in which we had this island where our model trains, we pretended they lived. And Gunver is, well, even though this map that we made has been around for quite a while, Gunver is the only sort of town/city that we've named and made a proper model of. So this is Gunver Station. Well, basically when it comes to Gunver, you can probably tell where, if you know where I got if you can get the reference to the name, well done. You get where that comes from. Well done. Basically, the history of this station, in my mind, is that it was first station on the line, on the island, on the Isle of Hornby, as I've renamed it. You know, totally very creative, yeah, totes. Basically, so you have marked here, this is part of the first branch line that was on the island. It's called the Elizabeth line, but I might rename it because I'm pretty sure there is already an Elizabeth line in London. I know about it. Yeah, me and my older brother made this. Yeah, it sort of takes inspiration from Soda, also from the United States of America. Yeah, you know that country, which north and south and stuff. Basically, was based off in this America. My fingers are a bit they're covered in this stuff because I was messing about with it. You know, for Edward. Oh, by the way, actually, I've just remembered something. Diesel's eyes. Yeah, that's all really I have to talk about Gage 1 stuff. Actually, no, apart from one thing. But basically, yeah, we made this map for it, for the island. Basically, the history was a bit like the US of A. There was, you know, which had the Union and the Confederacy, or I think it was called the Union. Can't remember. I know it was called the Confederacy. You know, the Confederates. It's based off that. South, sort of like the Confederacy, or Confederates, and North, like the Union. You know, that sort of stuff, because older brother was sort of really liked American history. Well, liked America, and then Trump came along. North, east, southwest. But apart from that, Gunver was basically the first engine on the line. And I mean, not the first engine, the first station. And it was meant to get it was basically like meant for transporting goods from like boats and stuff. Although it was like, I imagine, see, this is where it is. That's where the coast is. I imagine this station is somewhere more here, and then I imagine there's this thing called Gunver East, basically. Which is sort of the big main station where the boats come in, which was made later on. This was first constructed in 1901 to 1902. Yeah. And I've got a lot of work to do on it. I've got to, I think my microwave's going off. I've got to, add more details. I'm going to do ballast later. I do have ballast from previous layouts, and I think it's called, can't remember what it's called. And also this is my Gage 1 track. Class 66. Beckett, stuff like that. Yeah. But I have this engine here that I found somewhere, can't remember where, at my grandma's, I believe, actually, in a tool shed. Let's get out. And I thought I might work on it, you know, maybe repaint it and stuff. And I was just wondering if anyone could think of any sensible names, not ridiculous ones like Your Mother or whatever. Just like some sort of name for it. And I'm going to work on it. I just need name ideas. But yeah, I think it was an old Flying Scotsman and it got damaged or something, I believe. It lost the buffer, but it seems like put on the buffer again. But by that point, I'd already done all this. Yeah, don't know what to name it. Surely someone will come up with something. I've got this Volkswagen Beetle on the layout. I don't think it's in scale with everything, but might as well have it on here. Oh yeah, look, these are the flags of the thing. So yeah, this is North Hornby State. Yeah. If you couldn't tell, we named it after the model railway brand. Please don't sue us. Anyways, don't know what else to say. Oh no, I thought of something. I've just remembered. On my Gauge 1 stuff. My plan is I will resume working on them when I've got Edward done. Well, this part of him, his tender, don't know. And I have got a plan for who I'm doing next. Sorry, something went a little bit wrong there. But anyways, as I was saying, I do have a plan for who I'm going to do next. He's one of the guys here, except him, and him, and him, and him. It's James the Duck. Because I can't be bothered to do person. It's James the Duck, basically. And then 2 others along with him. Wonder who they're going to be. Anyway, so, also, oh, this is a little, bridge thing I'm working on, basically, to go with these letters. Because my plan is for... Hang on, just give me a sec. Just going to put this back up. I think my plan for this is to basically make the stations all along this branch line. So yeah, and then like have them connectable by basically making a bunch of these. Don't know why. I mean, don't really need to make a bunch of them. I think maybe, but I'm still going to do that because I want to. Also, I've got a tank and some Ghostbusters things, and don't know what else to talk about. Bye, I guess.